Intellectual health. That's big, isn't it? I mean, that's big. Sometimes you hear about mental and mind, body, and spirit. I sort of think about that when I think about the intellectual dimension. It really encourages your creativity, stimulating mental activities for you. In all of my programs that I offer, I'm going to teach you in every single different learning style there is, because I know everybody learns differently. Some of you learn through visual, some of you learn through writing, some of you learn through reading, and everybody has their own little way. One book that I started reading, I read from front to back, was by Todd Duncan, one of my mentors that literally changed the whole trajectory of my life at one point. It was called Life by Design. And it changed everything. It was really the first book that I read from cover to cover, and I actually did all the activities in it, and it changed my life. I'm very, very passionate about that. So when I tell some people that in my programs, I'm going to be encouraging reading and writing and then processing what you read. I'm not going to have 10 questions for you on the book you read or the homework assignment. What I want to know is, tell me about your experience with that book. And I just want to hear the highlights that you have, not what you have all written down, but like what's up here and what you took down here. Because as we begin to really work that mental dimension, then things start to change, kind of weeds out the cobwebs, and it allows us to begin to function at a higher capacity. It literally helps those brain cells fire at a higher capacity. One uses the resources available to expand their knowledge, improve their skills, and increase the potential for sharing with others. I tell my clients all the time, I say, now go teach someone that. Something that they learned. And they're like, well, I'm not an expert at that yet. I don't really know. And I'm like, that's the best time, to really go and do that, is to share what you have learned. This is where the intellectual dimension goes. And I'm not talking about just staying up here in your head. A lot of my programs start up here in this mental dimension because that's where a lot of us spend our time. I know that's where I lived. I have a lot of intellectual knowledge, but I wasn't necessarily living it at one point in my life. It's always a work in progress. Remember, this is intellectual wellness. Intellectual health and wellness. And so we're on this journey to continue on this path to improve our lives so that all of these pieces can begin to work together for the maximum capacity and for you to start living up to your maximum potential that you are so desiring. I know for some reason you get mapped, and maybe this is the reason for you. If this is it, I want you to go ahead and click the box on this email. Let me know that you would like to get some more information on the intellectual track. I look forward to assisting you in expanding this mental dimension.